There we go. Gosh, that delay.
All right, what's up, guys? We are back. Well, again, my name is Joseph Williams.
I am Jason Albee.
And we are here as the Ghost Gap. I didn't like that. I didn't like any of that. Okay, we're going to edit out the first 20 seconds, so right. Let's start back over. And 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? We are back. I don't like that either. Okay, let's start over again.
Hey guys, how's it going? We are back with another instructional video for you. I am Jason Albee.
And I am Joseph Williams. We are the Ghost Gappers, where we talk about ghosts.
And hopefully 2 ghosts. And today's subject, we're going to talk about a specific piece of equipment. We posed some questions out there, and people have responded. Thank you for that. Today we're going to be talking about the spirit box. Specifically, we have a SP7 model, and I'm going to just start a little bit and talk about my opinion on this subject, or this particular piece of equipment. If you've ever seen spirit box on TV or played with one yourself, you kind of have a basic idea how it works. We're going to go over that. But to me, I am not as strongly on board with the spirit box, and I just think it can be manipulated a little too easily. That doesn't mean it's not a tool that you might want to have in your toolbox. And we do have one in our toolbox, and that's because even though we slightly agree on it, disagree, we still agree. So, because you can never have too much equipment, really. You never know where you're going to be. And with that, I'm going to throw it over to Joe. He's going to give you a little more breakdown on what it actually does.
Yeah, as he said, we do have a difference of opinions, and it's not too far-fetched. It's just one that it's more of a I'm not fully sold, right, compared to I'm not sold at all. And that's going to be something talking about different. This SP7 model specifically has an additional like 119 different frequencies, and what it's based off of, Japan usually uses it for specifically white noise. It channels through at a high rate of speed, and you can do it in reverse, you can go forward. There's 7 different speeds that you can do it in. We've already explained this, not on this episode, but another episode, is that each investigation tends to be a little bit different. So his style may be different than mine. Ours is different than Zach Bagans or any other ghost hunters that are out there. Each person has their own specific way of doing things. You can have it at a slow rate because you think you get better results. It could be the location. It could be the frequency.
I was going to say location is a huge thing. If you're in a complete urban setting, you might want to just nix it, because you're going to end up picking up a lot of radio frequencies that are just going to interfere with your investigation.
Absolutely.
In a more rural area, by all means, go for it.
Yeah. So, same thing with the SP7 is within the EMF detectors as well. If you're in an area that is not populated, there's nothing there, when you start hearing responses, the thing about these it does not have a built-in voice recorder. So you got to have something to get that evidence other than just a personal experience. Right. If you want to share your
get it on camera, get it on audio.
Exactly.
Right.
So voice recorders, any other cameras that you guys have, using your phones, other methods to try and get these things when you start channeling through. We'll turn it on in a second so you guys can see what's going on. This specific model also came with an extra speaker. So it amplifies wherever you're at, so you don't have to sit right on top of it. You can actually sit a little bit further away, let it go through its cycle, and see if you get anything. If you get nothing in a location, move locations. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It just means that the spirit doesn't want to communicate with you guys.
So as he's getting that set up, a quick little tip on when you use this, and if you do an EVP sessions, you'll know, when you ask the questions, take that pause in between before you ask the next question to give anything that's there a chance to actually communicate, and you're not stepping right over it. And that'll make it easier when you go and do your review of evidence, and you can hear things, responses easier. So with that, we're going to maybe turn it on here?
Yeah, we're going to turn it on, just show you guys a little bit what's going on. This one also has a temperature gauge, which it should sense a temperature change. So if there's a cold spot or a heat spot that just randomly happens, this antenna should pick it up. There's a little light sensor, and there's a high-pitched sound. We're not going to worry about that right now.
No.
The main focus is right now, one, turning the device on so you guys can see. It's already on a set station. You can hear it. You can use it as like an old-fashioned radio. But once we start going backwards, where's my backwards?
And this is a prime example of what I was saying about being in an urban area.
So if you guys can hear that,
that's just skipping through the different frequencies.
It's going through, and we're going in reverse at a certain frequency and at a certain speed rate as well. So within those, you ask your questions like an EVP. This is supposed to give you real-time responses. It gives the spirit enough time to try to manipulate the words, or it gives them the energy to transmute through.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead and shut this off just so you guys can see.
So as you saw, our difference of opinion is actually really important in this device. Like I was saying, we agreed on, let's put it in the toolbox because you never know. But the fact that the radio station frequency came up immediately shows why I'm a little less on board with it. But once again, like I said, I'm not completely opposed to it because you never know where we can get some great results with it.
Exactly. And if anybody else has had an experience with these things, if you guys have had something positive or even negative, same concept as his. I'm like, you know what? I believe in the same thing. I think it could be manipulated. I just think that it's whatever's podcast is going on, and that's what you're getting.
Right.
It's a random word that just pops in. Is anybody here? Yes. And then you hear the yes only, but it's from somebody else's podcast. You know what? That's what takes these things and makes them obsolete. It's understandable. But to me, it's another method of communication. If we can get it to work, then it'll work.
And that's where I come on board with it, because it is another way to communicate in. You just never know. And like we've said in a lot of our other videos, anything that we would capture, we're never going to say it's paranormal. That's for you guys to decide. We just want to present it in a way that makes you think.
Absolutely. So on that note, that is going to conclude our episode. There may be a little bit more information on these things. You guys can check it out. If there's anything else you want us to know about, or if you guys want to know about any other tools that we use, how we've used it, and has it been effective in our investigations, drop a comment or just follow us on social media. We're on Ghost Gabbers on Facebook. Follow us. We ask questions that we want to get feedback from. We want to know if you guys want us to talk about certain tools. If you just want to hear us ramble and just talk to each other, just let us know.
We can talk about other stuff. I don't know.
Food. Paranormal food.
I
Haunted ghost shop.
Probably thinking about
shops.
that barbecue place, but that's a whole other story.
Whole other story. So on that note, we're going to wrap this one up. Once again, drop a comment. Let us know. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and also on YouTube. I am Joe Williams.
I am Jason Albany.
And we are the Ghost Gabbers. We will talk to you guys and see you soon.
Gabbers out.